About the Hello Yellow campaign that raises money for the charity Young Minds. The campaign is all about showing young people that they're not alone with their mental health, and we're going to raise money to celebrate this on Friday the 9th of October, because this also links in with World Mental Health Day. So why are we going to be wearing yellow on Friday? Well, as you know, we've all been going through a difficult time, so wearing yellow is a way of showing solidarity with young people and helping them know that they're not alone. Looking after our well-being has never been more important, and too many young people still feel ashamed to open up about how they're feeling. The more people show that they care, the more comfortable young people we hope will be talking to someone if they're struggling. So although this slide says that we're doing that today, we're actually going to be doing this on Friday. So I'm just going to share a clip with you, which just tells you a little bit more about what Young Minds do for young people.
So when I was 15, I realized that I was depressed. All of the feelings that I'd come to know as good were gone. I was anxious and sad and mostly numb. I wanted to find an organisation that was able to help me to get better, and I came across Young Minds, and at the time I was mostly looking for some kind of therapeutic help, but they were looking for volunteers, so I signed up, and yeah, it was therapeutic. It's good. There have been some times over the past few years where I'm doing very little because my depression and my anxiety is limiting me. There are times when I don't leave my bed for days at a time, and Young Minds has, throughout my depression, been something that gets me out of bed. It's a reason to continue. It's good for me.
So Young Minds also has a really great website. It's one that I use all the time and one that I recommend all the time as well. So if I haven't recommended it to you, then I'm doing that today. This is the front page of their website. So at the moment, they've got a brilliant section called Coronavirus Advice and Mental Health Support. It's got a really good section called Feelings and Symptoms. And if you click on any of these themes, there's loads more as well. It takes you into lots more information about things that you might be struggling with. So, for example, if you clicked into one about anxiety, it would tell you a little bit more about what is anxiety, the symptoms of anxiety, what to do about anxiety and treating anxiety. It also has a YouTube clip here, which is an interview with a person or some young people who have struggled with anxiety and how they've got treatment and moved on from that, how they cope with it. So I really recommend having a look at that. There's also a section for parents. So if you want to point your parents in the direction of the Young Minds website, it's really useful for them as well. And that includes a helpline so they can get some support or advice about how to support you, which is really brilliant. It's sometimes a really good way to start conversations with them if you're struggling with how to talk to them about how you're feeling. It's got loads of good clips and advice, and I watched this one the other day and I thought I'd share it with you because I think it's fantastic. So it's about social media and mental health, and it's called Owning Your Feed.
media can affect your mood.
If you're constantly seeing something that makes you angry or stressed,
jealous or frustrated,
it can build up and start having a negative impact on your life.
But there are things you can do to own your feed and have a more positive time online.
And we've got 3 steps to get you started.
The first step to owning your feed is cleaning your feed. A good way to clean your feed is ask yourself how each post makes you feel.
Does it make you angry? Maybe you should mute that person for a bit or unfollow.
Does it make you bored? Maybe it's not worth your time.
Have you inspired? Keep it coming.
remember, it's your feed. It's up to you who you follow.
The second step to owning your feed is to use social media
to find like-minded people who share your passions.
No matter what you're into or what you're going through, there are people out there that feel the same way that you do.
You're not weird.
You're not a freak.
And you're certainly not alone.
You can use social media to figure out who you are, what makes you tick, and get help with the stuff you're dealing with. The third step to owning your feed is to make sure you're not just watching, you're part of it.
And it can make you feel so much better to get involved.
Why not DM someone you haven't seen for a while and ask how they are?
Or tag a friend in something that makes you smile.
Or just leave a positive comment to cheer somebody up.
You never know, it might make a difference to someone to show them that you're there.
Take these 3 steps to take control of your feed and have a more positive time online.
Start owning your feed now.
You've got this.
Let's do it.
So just to recap, on Friday, your challenge is to wear one item of yellow clothing. So this could be a pair of tights, a hat, a yellow hair bubble, yellow t-shirt, a yellow pair of socks. We'd also like you to donate to Young Minds, and you're going to have to do this year online via their Just Giving page, and we're going to send out some details about how to do that. We can't ask you to bring in £1 this year because of coronavirus. And I've also got some extra challenges for you. So it's the 5-step Hello Yellow challenge. One is to say something nice to a teacher on Friday. Maybe smile at a friend, remind someone of something nice that they did for you once. Maybe ask someone if they need any help. And the fifth one, is to make someone smile. So really simple things. And lastly, I just wanted to say that sometimes it's really difficult to start that conversation with someone that you're worried about. So I just thought I'd give you some advice about that. So maybe check in on a friend who you haven't heard Maybe check in on a friend who you haven't heard from in a while. Always a friend who always might insist that they're fine, who looks like they're having a great time all of the time, or maybe has been super busy recently, or seems to handle everything all the time really, really well, or is laughing or smiling all of the time and you think that maybe there's something else going on underneath, or who's been more quiet than usual. And you could just say to them, would you like to talk? Or what does it feel like? Or how can I help? Or you could just message them and say, sending you this message just to let you know that I'm thinking about you. I hope you're okay. I'm always here if you need me. So it's just nice to just think at the moment that we should just all be looking out for each other. Thank you very much for watching. Have a really lovely week, and I can't wait to see you all on Friday in your item of yellow clothing. Thanks very much. Bye.